Hello everyone, greetings of the day. From the previous some lectures, we are discussing the software process models. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the next software process model, that is the prototype model. While discussing the software process models, in this lecture, we are going to discuss the prototype model, then its advantages and the disadvantages. So let us start with the first topic, the prototype model. The prototype model, it is defined as the first or preliminary form using which other forms can be copied or derived. The prototype type model is a set of general objectives for a software, and it does not identify the requirement like detailed input and output. The prototyping model is somewhat different than the other type of models. It is a software working model of a limited functionality. The prototyping model is only used in such a case that whenever the functionalities are limited. So this is the flow diagram of prototyping model. There are some various phases that are carried out in this prototyping model. The first phase is communication, quick design, modeling a quick design, then construction of prototype, deployment, delivery and feedback. There are 5 phases that are carried out one by one, starting from communication to the deployment, delivery and feedback. So we will see the one by one phase. The first phase is communication. In this phase, developer and customer meets and discuss the overall objective of the software. Means the customer and developer are going to discuss about the requirement of their software. Okay, so this is the common phase that is carried out in all the models, that is communication. Then next is there the quick design. In this phase, quick design is implemented when requirements are known. Means once in the phase communication phase, we are getting the requirements with the help of communication. Those communication after the communication, we are having requirement. After that requirement communication phase, the quick design will be there. It includes only the important aspects like input and output formats of the software. It does not it does not ask the detailed requirement about the softwares. It will just asking the aspects like input and output formats of that software. Then it focuses on those aspects which are visible to the user rather than the detailed plan, and it helps to construct a prototype. Once we get the input and output format, then we can easily construct a prototype. So this is the quick design. Then in next phase, we are going to modeling the quick design. The quick design we are having, now we are going to modeling that quick design in this third phase, that is modeling quick design. This phase gives the clear idea about the development of software because the software is now built. Okay, so design has been built and it gives the detailed clear idea about the development of software. Now one more thing is there, that it allows the developer to better understand the exact requirements. Through this modeling quick design, a developer is about to know the better or exact requirements of that software. Then in next phase, the construction of prototype. We are having requirements, we have design, quick design, then we are having modeling of that quick design. Once all these 3 phases has been carried out, then construction of prototype. We are going to design or construct a prototype. The prototype is evaluated by the customer itself. The next phase is there, that is deployment, delivery and feedback. If the user is not satisfied with the current prototype, you have developed or developed some prototype, but that user is not satisfied with that prototype, then we need to refine according to the requirement of user. The process of refining the prototype is repeated until the requirements of user are met. When the user are satisfied with the development prototype, then the system is developed on the basis of final prototype. The last prototype with which the requirements of user met, that prototype will be the final prototype, and the final system is developed on the basis of that final prototype. So these are the different phases that are carried out in the prototyping model. There are 5 phases that we have seen. Now what are the advantages of the prototyping model? The prototyping model need not know the detailed input, output, processes, adaptability of the operating system and full machine interaction. It just requires the format of the inputs and output. So this is the one of the advantage. The next advantage is, in the development process of this model, users are actively involved. Means whatever there are problem that can be shared by the user actively. The development process is the best platform to understand the system by the user. This is also one of the advantage. Then errors are detected much earlier, as time to time communication is taken place with user. The errors can be detected much earlier. Then next advantage is, it gives quick user feedback for better solution. We can get the quick user feedback for better solutions. Then it identifies the missing functionality easily, and it also identifies the confusing or difficult functions. So these are the advantages of prototyping model. Then next is there, that is disadvantages. The major disadvantages of prototyping models are, the client involvement is more and it is not always considered by the developer. The client involvement in this prototyping model is more, but always the developer is not always going to consider the client's suggestions. So this is the disadvantage of your prototyping model. The next disadvantage is, it is a slow process because it takes more time for the development. The time required for the development is large. Then many changes can disturb the rhythm of the development team. As the client involvement is more, the many changes can be suggested by the your client, so it can disturb the rhythm of the development team. Then it is a thrown away prototype when the users are confused with it. Sometimes due to the more suggestions of the user, that user may get confused from the prototype. At that time, the prototype can be thrown away when the users are getting confused with that prototype. So these are some of the disadvantages of prototyping model. So in today's lecture, we have discussed the prototyping model.